Hi everyone, welcome to the 17th video of my Galactic Civilizations 3 Beta 3 Let's Play, playing as the Yor Singularity. So in the previous video, I basically conquered the Altarians. There's some pirate star bases left. They've gone over to the pirates even though they have an Iridium logo, which I didn't actually realize was the case in the last video. Currently my military is headed off towards the Kryn's general direction. They're going to be the next target, and the Iridium Cup will be the next after them, or while I'm actually taking them down hopefully. In between videos I've mucked around with my build lists as usual. There's a couple of graphic bugs here I've noticed, I'm not sure why exactly. I'll actually go through the planets as well, show you what's going on them, since I'm not showing what I update to my build list so much anymore. There's a lot to do each video. My income's huge now. I don't really have much to spend it on whatsoever, so I've started to change some of my wealth planets over to either production or research, depending on what they'd be best for. Tyran 4 for example, that's going to be a research planet now. This world's going to be switched over to production, as well as this one. I'm going to keep St. Badger as well, it's my trade planet, so it's got some extra wealth as well. I'm going to keep that how it is. I'm not sure if all of my trade bonuses are completely working either. The trade capital gives you 100% trade value, but oh, actually that's different. It says trade route income and then trade route value, so I'm not sure how they sound like the same thing to me. You can see here that the trade post is only working for the 10%, the other 40% must be added onto, well, the value as it's suggested there. Not quite sure how that works. That's making a Hyperion logistics system, so our logistics will be better soon. The AIs do have some, well, the only techs the AIs have that I don't now are specialization techs. As I've mentioned quite a few times now, it would increase the tech costs of my future techs if I were to buy them, so I'm not going to do that. My money is only really useful for maintenance at the moment. Right, so what have I got left? I've got Erasmus ship there. Let's join up with that one. And that can go to there. Okay, and there's one more. Right, there's a center ship up here actually. Now there are actually some pirate ships here. Hopefully they don't come out and attack me, or I'm going to lose this ship here. Right, there's an economic relic there. Let's come up there. Okay, and 2 more movements. Right, and that's it for the turns. Next turn. Okay, what have we got left? We've got idle ship. I think there's going to be a cutscene shortly as well for that Illyrium. Still getting this bug to do with the Altarians. Yeah, I connected up my Illyrium in the last video, so this is actually working now. We're starting to, well, you can actually trade that as well. It's not been, the text or the weapons that you use it hasn't been implemented yet. I think that might be to do with shields eventually when Beta 4 or Beta 5 comes out, or the full release. Victory screen, you can now see that we're getting points towards the Ascension victory. Let's check the diplomacy screen in a second. You can actually trade Illyrian here, but it's kind of cheating if I was to do so, since it's effectively useless. Okay, right. I'll bring this survey ship down here then. Hope it finds an anomaly or two. What's that? That's a frigate. Should bring this up here. I think I'll upgrade. Yeah, let's upgrade this. So, upgrade to. Wow, that's a lot of money actually. Oh, it's the missile ones I want to upgrade to though. That's an old design. I'll upgrade to one of those. Okay. Certainly got the money. That tourism UP event is giving us crazy money. Now I want to attack the Kryn this turn, I believe, so let's cancel my open border treaty. I'm not sure if it really matters if you do so or not, but I will. Let's have a word with them. Okay. So now at war. Your ships aren't moved out to their territory. So which planet do I want to take here? So, right, there's nothing there. How much movement have I got? Right, there's a shipyard there. I'm going to want to destroy that. Let's take that out then. 3 movements. Yeah, I'll attack them. Always forget to zoom in before I attack. Right, took a tiny bit of hit points, so 1 to there. And attack the planet. Let's zoom in, see if we actually see anything. Nope, didn't show you for the planet. Combat then. This one I think is going to be out of range of that. Right, so it's 4 movements. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, since I've destroyed the defenses on that world, I might as well take that world, although I think that one is actually better. Okay. Right, it's slightly within their influence, so I definitely need to take that one. I've got a troop transport coming up here though. Okay, we found another Ascension Crystal. I think there might be 1 more left in the galaxy somewhere, or maybe 2 more. Hopefully that's in range next turn. This fleet. Who is that? Right, that is actually an Iridium survey ship. Probably need to get a fleet up there. That's our movement. That's my sensor ship. Okay, I'm just going to use this to discover the fog in the main at the moment. Okay. Right, so I've got my build list to do. My build list is done, apart from this new world which I've just taken. There's a couple of farms on it, so I'm going to get rid of those, and I'm going to make my terraforming tile by there. This farm got destroyed then, as well as that one, which is completely useless. The factories, the research approval. I'm not sure that Yor can actually get shopping centres. The upgrade to the market centre. I had a quick look in the tech tree and I couldn't find it anyway. We've got a Kriniak missionary, which is a very good building here, so maybe want to keep that. Right, that's all done then. Let's check this again. So the market centre would be around here, I think, but it only seems to be a colonial banking sectors, financial sector. Yeah, so maybe they don't have as good money as other races, but as you can see, we don't exactly need money. There's a new constructor built there. I've got one coming up to there. I think I'm going to move this one to over here. That way we can see the Durantium cutscene, and then I'll bring one over to here as well so we can see the antimatter cutscene. I think that's probably all of the cutscenes that we're able to see in the game at the moment. I think there's at least 2 or 3 more, I think, but I'm not sure if we can trigger those yet. So new troop transport from Iconia. One of them is attacking trade routes, and I don't think the AI is actually making trade routes. I haven't seen one yet. And there's some Promethean resource which I'm not sure is in the game yet either. Right, let's come back to that later, as well as that. That survey ship can come down here, I guess. And right, so that's been upgraded, nice. Let's bring it over to there. Okay. Now there's a small fleet there. There's another ship under here, I think, so I want to attack those in a minute. Let's go less 83 hit points. This one, let's destroy that first then. Let's zoom in, shall we, so we can see these combat animations. I should probably attack with this one. So this one's got 4 movement. Haven't really zoomed in much at all in this Let's Play. Okay. What's left? 1 movement. So I'll bring... It's got a tiny bit of hit point damage. Leave that there for the time being. Let's take out the star base. That doesn't have much way of defense. Oh, no animation there. Okay. Now what was that? Just normal constructor. Bring these couple of fleets over to there, since it looks like we've done all the damage I can do over here. I think this troop transport should be in range as well here. So hopefully there's nothing here now. I think it's just in range. So movement point, 2 movements. Okay. I have to figure out what I'm going to do on here later on. It's a solar plant, which I don't think we're able to make, and another Kryn consulate. That site, that might be an upgrade. I think the other one is Kryn mission actually. Right, so we've got another fleet here. So 2 fleets there. I could. Oh, what's that? Scout ship. Might bring this fleet over to here and start attacking the Iridium then. Not sure I need another fleet up there. Okay, which way is that going to? Now they've got defences there, haven't they? Yeah, so I'll bring this troop transport up in that general direction. Okay, 7 movements. It's a pirate starbase. Okay. It's got 3 movement left. Might as well kill the scout ship, even though it's no real threat. Okay. There's a pirate ship there as well. Scout ship. Okay. Right, so I'll do my build lists again. Okay, so this is the new world that I've taken. I've noticed that it's had an event, the swamped event, previously, so I think I'll make this a research world since it's got a small bonus towards it. It's also got tourism and goods and services, so I'll need less entertainment buildings on this world in theory. What buildings are here? Solar plants. I think I'm going to scrap that to put a power matrix here though. And I'll probably... well, I don't need these farms. Let's... kind of a shame I have to get rid of that. Right, so power matrix, put that there. Now they are 54, aren't they? So 18 will do. Right, and yeah, great. Right, so what's left to do? Right, there's an Erasmus ship here, and this one I upgraded a while ago, so let's bring that over to there. I stuck some of my new Omnia ships in there, the ones that have a bit of armor defense. I think I mentioned this in annotations, but I bought the armor tech off the engine a while ago as well, in between videos. Right, so I've got troop transports, there's a fleet there, everything's been destroyed over here, so let's come up in this direction. Okay. There's transports, now there's one. I'll probably use that one to take the Kryn capital. This one can be used to take the Origin capital. Okay, next turn. Money's still going up like crazy, but I don't have anything to spend it on. United Planets. Yep, we might as well, well, there's tax for that. I'm gonna say no actually, because I don't want that 1% tax. Right. Right, Shipyard Isle, I'll come back to that. I think that's one that's making constructors. Right, so we got two lots of combat fleets over here. Move this one first. Okay. I'll just move on to one. That scouts this, well, attack that. What's this? That base has got good defense. I might kill that actually. Right, kill that. Let's zoom in. Okay. And move on to 1, 2. Right. Center ship can find that last bit of fog up here. Okay, there's a bit over there I need to find. They should find that for me. Let's put this down here. Okay, there's troop transport. Right, I might as well find the fog on the way. I need those combat ships to come in before I can actually use this troop transport though, so. Okay. Let's move on one. Right, that Erasmus ship. Okay. It's there. Right, colonies again. Okay, so I finished my build list. I've got this constructor to move. I'll bring it over to that starbase there, and I think that's it for the turn. Next turn. Okay. Hopefully no sign of any combat vessels over here. What's this? Right, this is a new fleet, so might as well bring that up here, I think. Right. Upgrade starbase. So which one is this? Right, it's this one. So how are we doing for Ascension Victory anyway? That goes up a heck of a lot, really, really fast. I've only actually got one Ascension Crystal. I think that goes up too fast at the moment. I am going to upgrade that though. It is possible that I could win a Ascension Victory win quite quickly here in theory. I don't think any of those are worthwhile getting, so I'll actually take the constructor out. I've got one over there. I guess I'll bring it down in that general direction. I could bring it up here actually. No, I need to have only one use left on that. Otherwise I'd waste it. There's N10. I think it's got 2 constructors left. Okay, so we've got antimatter matrix. So this is going to improve my matrix buildings by quite a bit. Extra adjacency, extra everything to be honest. And perhaps more importantly, it will increase my pop cap. Population doesn't work quite the same in Beta 3 as it did in Beta 2. There's a limit to how useful your population is. Before, it would be worthwhile getting hundreds of billions of population. Once you reach a certain point in your population now, you don't get as much from the population. So say for your first 5 billion population, you'd get a lot of raw manufacturing amounts for your production, research and wealth. But say you went from 100 billion to 105 billion, you might only get a quarter or less of the manufacturing raw amounts that you would for say your first 5. There's kind of a, not sure the mathematical term, curved line graph, something like that it's to do with. Anyway, let's check out the tech tree. So what do I want next? Probably one of these two. Let's go for industrial mechanization, I think. So yeah, improve my factories. I think there's a bug on one of the factory or research buildings, so I'm not sure if it's that one. I've heard about it though. So right, this Rasmus ships can come up here, the Iridium's direction, as these can go off towards Kryn. Right, looks like there's a Kata fleet there. They probably spotted my colony ship that's on explore. Okay. Right, let's take out these scouts. Right, am I going to take that out? Where's the troop transport to? Ooh, that's very close actually to that. Do I have enough movement? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, I'm one short. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hopefully that's not in range, otherwise I wasted a turn. Let's bring it up here. No, that's was slightly out of range. Let's bring. Might as well bring it into this base. It's not going to affect anything. Do I have enough movement? No, I don't. What about that? No. Okay. Censorship. Some more pirates. Scout ships. Let's come off to here. Okay. What's left? Troop transport. Have I moved those this turn? Yes, I have. Right, I'll just bring this to behind them. And that can come up here. I'm hoping a couple of these worlds will have their manufacturing up and the shipyards done, well, relatively soon. Then I can maybe start a war on the Drengen by building up combat fleets up there, or transports. Okay. Right, build lists. Okay, so 20 planets later, all of them are now making these antimatter matrix buildings. Not sure if I'm going to upgrade my infrastructure to the next level once I get that production building or not. Although I could use some production. It would be nice to get my ships built in a turn rather than 2 turns. I've got 1 ship left. I'll wait there for that one until I've got another one. Send a turn. Okay, so constructors are getting into these places. Not too long before we get to see another cutscene now. What's here? So this fleet. Right, I should probably attack this world and take it now, shouldn't I? So let's do that. First things first though, let's break our treaty with the Iridium Corp. I need another freighter actually. If I'm going to be declaring war on them. I'm not sure who I'd probably attack the Drengen next and the Terrans last, it would seem at the moment. Let's declare war on these guys then. And take out the shipyard first. What's that? Ooh, that's a problem. They've got missile defense. First one I've seen with missile defense. I'll actually take that world's. Oh, it doesn't actually have a ship there. Let's attack here anyway. So 94 hit points. Okay, it doesn't look well. Did a bit of damage actually, but we guess we had so much missile attack that wasn't enough. Right, so let's move here and take the system. Okay, have a look at it later. Right, let's move in this general direction. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Transport. So which one's a capital? That's the one I want to take. That one. Right. This fleet. There's nothing there. There's pirates I shouldn't worry about. Let's bring this fleet down to here then. Movement's got that 3. Right, censorship. Right, I guess I'll continue to scout it over here. Then where up there maybe? I made this with the intention of protecting my fleets, but at the moment it's doing scouting more than protecting my fleets. I think my fleets don't really need protecting to look out for incoming fleets. Right, so these Erasmus ships are grouping up. I'll come up to there then. Okay. What's this? Right, I can wait. Right, got my colonies to do again. Okay, so I've done all of my planet build lists apart from this new planet I took off the Iridium Corporation. I think I'll scrap that building there. Scrap that farm as well, and I'll build the power matrix here. Okay, so production. These are 54, right? 18 to do. Okay. What's left to move then? There's that fleet there. I think that's about it. I think they'll actually bring that constructor up to there as well. And this fleet, probably bring it over to there, is it? Oh, there's a fleet there. So that one can go there, that can go to the capital over there. Right. I should move on to go 4. Right, so there. Maybe I should protect that. Right, that's the end of the turn, and I think I'll call that an end of the video as well. Probably been over half an hour. So in the next video, hopefully, I'll be close to wiping out these 2 civilizations, if not wiping out one of them. And also there's a couple of cutscenes to look forward to, that antimatter and the durantium as well. There's a couple of constructors nearby to both of those resources. Okay, thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.